this we have here? Oh, someone's not subscribed. Someone's not subscribed. You know I'm not getting paid to do this, right? You better subscribe and support me. Come on now. I know you put BLM in your bio. Yeah, support Black women, okay? Now let's get into the video. I'm glad we fixed this issue. Hello everyone, welcome back to Live Lumani. My name is Abiamudo, and today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this soft glam makeup look. It's been kind of my go-to while I've been here in Nigeria. I also show you guys my new favorite lash trick. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I also film my skincare routine, and so all of this makeup is going right on top of my morning skincare routine. So very hydrated base, and I don't use a primer. Yeah, so I went in with the Dewy Fit Me foundation from Maybelline, I believe it is. And then I'm going on top with a concealer, the Hydrating Camo Concealer from e.l.f. And so just putting that in those places, trying to kind of lift up my face. And then I want the concealer to dry down. So while it's drying down, I'm putting on Hourglass foundation in the darkest shade, Espresso, all around the perimeter of my face to kind of just warm up the skin there. It's not nearly dark enough, but I am going to go over it with bronzer. I need to go ahead and buy a concealer that's darker. I think I got darker here, so it's not as dark as it once was on me, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm not trying to be entering Caucasia, okay? I swear. The concealer is just really bright, and I've gotten too dark for my contour shade, so I'm definitely going to replace that. But anyways, I'm just blending all of that out after letting the concealer dry down for a little bit so that it doesn't move around as much, especially since we put on the concealer and the darker contour color at the same time. We really don't want things moving too much. Now I'm taking the Mercier powder. I think it's probably the darkest shade of whatever powder it is. And I'm showing you guys one half of my face just to show you how even with a thin layer of powder, you can still see my skin looks like skin. Yes, it's powdery, but without setting spray, it still looks like skin. And that's because I'm putting a very fine layer of powder on and just dusting it on. And then going in with the banana shade to just get brighter. Actually, it's not called banana, I think it's called honey. And I'm just going in the center of my face to kind of add a little bit of dimension. And then adding more dimension by bronzing. And I bronze heavily. So I kind of just chuck it all on and then blend it in. And this is the Makeup Revolution Bronzer in the shade Dark. And yeah, also all the products are going to be listed in the description box down below. Yeah, and I'm also putting it above my lip just to kind of contour out my lip and make them look super pouty. Going in with this setting spray and then taking a beauty blender and really pressing it in. I put on a lot of setting spray. You can't see because the video is moving so fast, but I really, gave it several spritz, and that's because I really want it to be dewy. There are some setting sprays you can't do this with because your face will just be wet. So be careful about that. Know the setting spray you're working with. The one I was working with, it doesn't do the most, but it does give a beautiful finish when I kind of lay it on a bit thicker and then press it all in. Now I'm taking a Rare Beauty liquid blush. This is one of their dewy blushes. I love using their dewy blush for this, and I kind of just put it directly over where I put my highlighter. And that's because later on when I go over with a powder highlighter, I have this sheen that shines through. You can also do this trick with Vaseline and liquid highlighter. Today I actually used the Rare Beauty liquid blush, and I went ahead and used the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops on top of those same spaces just to really give myself a glow from within glass skin look. And then I'm gonna set that with a powder highlighter just because I almost got too glass looking and my face looked wet. So just to kind of bring it back. And also the shine here is almost subtle, and so when you put the powder highlight on, it like gives it an actual glimmer, which is something I like to go for just because I like my skin to be glowing at all times. So there you go. I think that is, I'm not sure which highlighter it is, but it'll obviously be in the description box down below, so no worries about that. If you're interested in getting it, the link will be down below. Just blending all of that in, and now I'm taking the Juvia's Place palette. I think it's the Warrior 2 palette, and I'm taking kind of their brown shades in that palette, a little reddish brown like a burgundy, and going into my crease and also getting that in the front where my nose contour starts. And then I'm gonna cut my crease using this LA Girl Pro concealer. And then I'm just gonna blend out that concealer using a brush, and I'm gonna set it with another shade from the Juvia's Place palette right there that kind of looks like what my under eyes look like, so very brown, like a light brown, almost like a tan look. and just putting that on top of where I put the concealer. I love this soft glam look because I'm not getting crazy with glitter or anything, but I do put a little bit of glitter in my inner corners. And now let's walk through this lash trick. So lately I've just been putting lash glue on like the outer corners of my eyes and then taking like a half lash that flares and putting it on the outer corners. I love this because then my lashes don't stick into like, you know when your lashes get into your eyes and just are super itchy and uncomfortable? That really happens in my inner corners. And so doing this trick, it's almost like I'm not even wearing lashes. It's extremely comfortable. While I'm letting that lash glue dry down, I've said this in another video, you want your lash glue to completely dry down. So I use clear lash glue, which is very beginner friendly because then you can't really mess up your makeup look with it. And you wanna wait till you can't even see that blue tint anymore. You see how it's now clear? So you wanna do something else. Sometimes I fill in my brow, sometimes I do my lipstick like I'm doing now. And then I'm gonna take that half lash like I talked about and stick it right on that edge. Using tweezers, I've gotten used to using tweezers now just because my nails were way too long to use my normal fingers and it's very quick and easy. And then I just took out my fro so we could really understand what this final look is looking like because I'm not gonna walk around with cornrows today. Wasn't really in the mood for that. Yeah, let's look at this finished look. She's looking cute, she's got a smile. Her skin is glowing, her hair is popping. Sometimes you just have to hype yourself up, so that's what I'm doing. It's called self-love. It's called self-care. Okay, so that's the whole video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new, and I will see you guys in the next one, which might be tomorrow because I post 3 times a week. Bye. Love ya.